right, started out well, but the 22-0 run certainly was the kind of the difference maker so early on in the game. So just, I guess, defensively in the first half, what was going wrong during those times, as you say?
Well, we weren't extending and recovering screens very well. We didn't have very good help defense, and that was the biggest thing. We were leaving their shooters, letting them get too comfortable, and when they did that, they're very talented. They're going to knock it down, and they did. And so that's one of the most disappointing things was our defense tonight. We just really let ourselves down.
We knew coming into this game it was going to be a tough conference game. I mean, Emmanuel is probably one of the best, if not the best team in the region. We played them a couple weeks ago at their place. Even from a game plan standpoint, what was the game plan tonight?
Well, really similar to that time, which we were kind of behind the 8 ball, got down early in that game, and then came back and got within single digits at one point, but felt like we competed there. And here we just we know them and they know us. We know their shooters. We just did not jump out quick enough. Didn't extend screens, recover, and had some missed assignments sometimes. Didn't recognize who we were guarding at the time if we rotated in. So, as far as game plan wise, we knew what we needed to do. I think it was more of sometimes a cognitive failure on the court to follow through and finish the play and recognize who we had.
Maggie, from your perspective, what would you say offensively we seem to struggle a little bit tonight, kind of collectively as a team. So from your perspective, just explain a little bit of those offensive struggles, Coach, if you want to pass.
Honestly, it was just, I think tonight we just had an off night. We weren't thinking together as a team. We tried to get it to the post, and then the post had 2-3 girls on her, and she just couldn't find the open man. And I think that was the biggest thing, that even in transition, we did not find that open man.
Offensively, we also struggled with turnovers tonight, 16 on the books. You in particular, you've had to step into a little bit of a different role this year, but just talk about how you adjusted to that role and kind of you're now a starter for the most part. So talk about just that transition.
Coach last year, he told me to work on a couple of things, and it was my ball handling and my boxing out and my defense. And he said, if you work on those, that's going to get you more playing time. And so through the summer, I worked on that. And with some player changes, sometimes I'm stepping into the point guard position, and that's been different. But Coach has trained me for that, and he's really working with me and telling me what I need to do better, what I need to work on. So just listening to him and doing the best I can for the team.
All right, Coach, moving on from this one, obviously it was ugly, but you can learn from this, no doubt. And we got another game on Saturday, last one of the first semester, against a tough Johnson team that we beat here, but it's always tough to beat a team twice in 1 year.
Yeah, we want to finish the year strong. Obviously, this semester strong, and traveling there on a Saturday, they're a tough team at home. I felt, again, going back to tonight a little bit, second half, we just let things get really away from us. We worked really hard in the first half. We out-rebounded them. Second half, they out-rebounded us. We needed to stop that and make sure it doesn't continue on into Saturday's game. And I have confidence these young ladies are resilient and they keep fighting, and I appreciate that. We're going to come out and be ready for Saturday. We'll work tomorrow really hard, look at some film, and be ready for Saturday.